Hey guys, so whether you are a new homeowner, an existing homeowner, a male, female, even if you're a tenant living in an apartment, stick with me for a couple minutes. I want to share some simple tips in case something happens in your house that might prevent a complete catastrophe. So stick with me for a couple minutes and we're going to dive right in. I've got 4 tips for you. The first one is make sure you locate your main water shutoff. This is usually in the basement. Coming in right from your foundation will be a valve. So this is mine in my house. If I turn this clockwise, that is going to shut the water off to the entire house. And then you can see here, right here, this is our water pressure regulator, and that does exactly what it sounds like. It regulates the water pressure coming in from the street up through here. The water pressure coming from the street is generally higher or too high for your house, so this regulates it down to a usable PSI. And that brings us into tip number 2. Okay guys, and my second tip is to actually measure your water pressure. This is a water pressure gauge, and you can see it measures your water pressure in PSI. So all you do is either screw this on to a hose bib outside, or in my case, I have a slop sink right here that's threaded that will take this. So all you do is screw it on, check your pressure, and you could see we are sitting right at 60, just a little bit below 60, and you want your pressure between 40 and 60 or 70 PSI. You don't want it much higher than that because it could put stress on your appliances, and it could also put stress on your plumbing and cause things to fail prematurely. So now we'll head over to tip number 3. Okay guys, so tip number 3 is to locate your breaker box. Locate it, get familiar with what all of your breakers do. In the event, something happens, you plug in too many Christmas lights and you trip a breaker, learn your breakers. There's usually a sheet right here that describes all of your breakers, what they turn off. And if you don't have that, then you're gonna have to go trial and error, get a sheet of paper, post it up here and hand write in what each breaker does. You can see they're all labeled. In my breaker box, they're labeled 1 through 30. So learn what they do in case something happens. And now we'll head over to tip number 4, in case something does happen here. Tip number 4 is very simple. Get fire extinguishers. Have one, at least one, on each floor of your house. If something, like a small kitchen fire occurs and you don't have one of these, you could go from being able to put that fire out in 2 seconds to having to call the fire department and your entire house burning down. So it's a very simple thing. These are pretty cheap on Amazon to buy. Put them in multiple locations in your house and just be prepared in case something ever happens. And those are my 4, most important tips. These are things that I think, home inspectors should be checking, especially the water pressure. That's a pretty easy one for a home inspector to check, and they generally don't. When I bought my house, the home inspector did not check the water pressure, and it was double what it should be because my regulator was bad. I had to replace it, got my pressure back in line. But those are my 4 tips. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out all my tool and DIY videos. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.